options, number 19. I had Richard here for that, I think. Did I?
Yeah, I'll just get Richard.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, is there anything else that we could do before Richard comes?
You could do
Peterborough Quarter.
Peterborough Quarter. What number?
72.
72, which
And number
document?
3.
Which letter is the...
Oh, it must be an A.
C.
It's in C?
72.
72? No, it's not in C. It's in
It's in
Second supplementary.
D.
It's in there.
D. It's in D.
It's in D, okay.
Page 13.
Thank you.
Right, page 13.
Oh, we're doing Peterborough now.
Okay, so
I'll move this.
that's moved by Raf, seconded by Tim. Is there any discussion about that, Yanni?
Yeah, just in light of what we heard previously around the need for consultation, given that this is suggesting that we agree that that council-owned land in Peterborough Street and surrounding council-owned sites in order to seek development partners, that's a fairly wide-ranging thing. I think there's even mention of the Crown Plaza site
No.
in here.
No,
the
it's not.
adjacent Crown Plaza site is one obvious example. So I just wondered whether we actually need to consult on this, given this is effectively taking away public land and putting it into a private process. And I don't believe that's been signalled
Hold on.
through.
We've already
No.
signed off a statement of intent. They're just coming back to make sure that they can actually go ahead and engage with the market around these sites.
Yeah, but it's not the Crown Plaza site.
It's what it is. It's been broadened. So if you read the report, it has actually been broadened.
But it says specifically 95 Kilmore Street and 82 and 84 Peterborough Street.
And surrounding council-owned sites. And then it goes in the course of the report, and again, this is the problem with getting a late supplementary, but it goes on to talk about sites like the Crown Plaza site.
Yeah, it's talking about the influence of the site. It's talking about the influence of the site, that obviously
Yeah.
they have to take that into account through any master plan development.
That's
that
right.
something might happen to that site. That they're not actually looking at this site specifically.
No, it's not included, Yanni.
Okay, well, it's just not clear through
No,
that.
well, it says it says that during the course of the macro level master planning exercise for Peterborough Quarter, DCL is also likely to identify other sites that will help catalyse best outcomes for the Peterborough Quarter development in the city. The adjacent Crown Plaza site is one obvious example that is likely to have some influence on the regeneration of the Peterborough Quarter. That is true, but we're not asking them to make any decisions or recommendations around the Crown Plaza site at this stage.
It could actually mean that actually, in actual fact, it could be the reverse. A good outcome on the Peterborough Quarter could actually influence the value of the Crown Plaza site. So it's sort of a...
Yeah, but it is a special site, the Crown Plaza site, because it connects the Victoria Street with Victoria Square. It's the entrance. It's the grand entrance to the city. So it's, the Crown Plaza ruined the entrance to our city. I hate to say, but and in a way, the potential for that site is significant. But you can't ignore that it's that it will influence and be influenced by what happens in the Peterborough Quarter. But I think that this is a great thing to be happening, and the wonderful thing is that VBase have already done the public tendering process around the convention centre site. So that has taken us into this space where we can move forward.
So,
All right.
Sorry, so if that's the case, then can we delete the words surrounding council-owned sites, given that you said that that's not included under the option on recommendation 1?
Wouldn't they have to come? They'd have to come back to council if it was.
Not if we.
Yeah, we specifically want them to. I mean, I'm reluctant to take it out because it just. they can't do anything with it. They can't, you know, and if they did come back with a recommendation around that site, if they did, we would have to go out for consultation on it. There's no question about that. There's no, because of the significance of the site.
Okay, so I just have concerns that this is further removing, you know, it's changing the process for which we have land disposal and transfer, and it's so broad, and given the concerns we've heard around, you know, the need to consult on things that are significant, so that's fine. I mean, people will have a different point of view. The other question I had was, have we done any strategic work around, as a city council, as an organisation, what land holdings we wish to retain in the central city?
We'll
Or can
come
that be
back,
done as part
yeah.
of this? Because I am worried that if we're disposing of land that we have a strategic need for ourselves, actually it's like sometimes like the car parking, we're paying private developers or private landowners more money than the cost of us that we're charging to the public. So we're actually losing a lot of money.
I couldn't disagree more.
Yeah, I know, but look,
I think
we've asked the chief executive to come back with detail around our land holdings, but to separate them into different categories. So and clearly this is associated with the Regenerate Christchurch coming on stream. So all of the excess land in the CBD, so all of our land holdings in the CBD that we don't necessarily see as or might be available for regeneration purposes, all of the land associated with, contiguous to, near to the residential red zone, and also all of the land holdings that we might have in the master plan areas, so New Brighton and all of the suburban master plans, because again, if you start to look at land holdings through a regeneration lens, then you start to see a world of possibility that we haven't been looking through before. So I'm quite comfortable with where we're going with this. Yes, there will be land that we'll want to hold on to, and yes, there will be new parks and new reserves and new opportunities all through that residential red zone as well. So I'm not too worried about that. I just want to make sure that we get the regeneration opportunities around all the suburban centres as well as the CBD. All right, so I will put that motion. All those in favour say aye. All those opposed say no. That's just Yanni? Yanni, no. Thank you.